Hey gang, we're back. We just watched FX with Brian Brown and Brian Dennehy. Wow. Actually, a bit more interesting than I really actually thought it was going to be. I figured it'd be just a run-in-the-mill, little action, cool, special effect movie. Way more intricate. There was a moment where I go, oh my god, that's this actor, and the next one, whoa, that's this actor, and that's this actor, and just one of those movies where you can recognize a ton of people. It's really cool. So, off rep, you walk into a restaurant and this girl gets murdered, because, 1986 shit. And then boom, 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 boom. There's like an explosion every what felt like 2.5 seconds. And then 5 minutes goes by with a great narrative storytelling, really kept character arcs in. Boom, fucking explosion. Boom, fucking gunshot. Boom, this thing over here. Face molds over here. The dude's like another character. Every 20 minutes. It was wicked cool. Very cool with like, not only the makeup, but I mean, the movie's called FX. So obviously it's going to be top notch for them. I knew right away, I was like, Jerry Orbach, he ain't dead. Like, the mob boss ain't dead. They're faking his death. And they're going to frame this guy from killing him anyway. And they get a fake body. You get to the end of the movie and they try to do one of those, like, you think it's one of the guys. And then it's like, he grabs the phone. He's like, I'm going to fucking tell you. And then you're like, oh, yeah, of course you're fucking alive, guy. No shit. I can't give it in the 8s. I wanted to really be like, ooh, this is going to be like an 8.3, 8.4. It's nothing like that. It's like a 7.7, 7.8. The soundtrack brought this fucking movie down like a full, like my shirt frame, just done. Like, I remember we got into a point where I heard a Huey Lewis in the News song, and I'm like, oh my god, that's awesome. If we can have a poppy soundtrack like this, that's not how 80s movies did it, folks. That is just, I got a ton of them back here, and believe me, it is not how they fucking did it. This was the run-of-the-mill goofball. Honestly, this soundtrack reminded me, oh man, this soundtrack really reminded me of like the soundtrack to Meatballs. Like the soundtrack to Caddyshack. This was just the, I totally just, no, oh god, if I remember that again. Oh my god, it hurt. Yes, alright, we got like 10 to 15 minutes left, and you're like, oh shit, the movie's done, what? It happened so quick all of a sudden, you're like, wow. It sucked you in, it's good. Brian Dennehy, let me tell you right now, Brian Dennehy didn't come in for like 40 fucking minutes. There was a point where I'm like, damn, like, holy shit, I almost forgot you're in this. But it's Brian Dennehy, you can't forget he's in it. It's fucking great. So another thing he does, it's Brian Dennehy. So it's like, he grabs people, he's like, I'm gonna fucking tell you. And, he told one guy he's gonna rip his fucking throat out. That was great. I'm gonna rip your fucking throat out. Like, Brian Dennehy, baby. So, yeah, like I said, 7.7, 7.8. I had to knock it down for the soundtrack. Some of the actors get a little wooden in it. Cliff DeYoung ruled. Brian Dennehy ruled. My main man, Brian Brown, just made me feel like dude has the heart of a lion when it comes to acting. And honestly, I recommend it. FX. Enjoy.